All right, it's December 14th. It's called A Candle in the Darkness. And our reading today is from Isaiah 9. The people who walk in darkness will see a great light. For those who live in a land of deep darkness, a light will shine. For a child is born to us, a son is given to us. The government will rest on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His government and its peace will never end. He will rule with fairness and justice from the throne of his ancestor David for all eternity. The passionate commitment of the Lord of Heaven's armies will make this happen. Some dark night, turn out all the lights. Close your eyes, then blindfold yourself. Is it really, really dark yet? Now in the dark with your eyes closed and completely blindfolded, walk from your bed to the kitchen without stubbing your toe, without tripping, without ever peeking even once. What would it be like if you had to walk around all your life in inky darkness all the time? What if you never stopped stumbling around in thick darkness everywhere? And no matter how you stumbled around, you could never find even a glimmer of light at the endless dark. What if you lived in a land of deep shadows that went on forever? And then one day, bright white light, fireworks of light, explosions, sunbursts of light, because in the middle of the land of deep and dark shadows, a baby was born. A baby who is God in skin. A baby who was there when the sun itself was first ignited at the far edges of time. Because to you a child is born, right into your dark and your sadness and sin. And baby Jesus is light himself. Jesus is the only real light in the whole wide dark world. Turn to Jesus, and the light always turns on inside of you. For a baby has been born, the only one who is blazing light. And all the people who had been bumping around in the dark blinked their eyes to the relief and the miracle of light warming their faces, and they named the baby. They come close to the only real light in the whole world, and they name the baby Amazing, Strong God, Eternal Father. Yes, they name the baby that because under that fresh baby skin is the forever Father God who is without end. We don't have to stumble around in the dark because Jesus is running the world. We don't have to be scared of the dark because Jesus is our forever light. Jesus is our light in the dark that we could never light with a match or flick on with a switch. Jesus is the light we can only find. Just like Christmas, Christmas can only be found. Christmas cannot be bought in a store. Christmas cannot be created in the kitchen. Christmas cannot be made by hand, lit up, set out, dreamed up. Christmas can only be found right there in the manger. Christmas can only be found in the feed trough, in the muck, in the stench of a barn, and in the unexpected, and only in the dawning light of Christ. Our God who breathed stars into the dark, he breathed Bethlehem's star. Then he became a baby with lungs and breathed in stable air. We are all saved and rescued from the hopeless dark because God came with infant fists and opened wide his hands to hold yours. We are all safe from the dark of our loneliness because God is love and he can't stand to leave us by ourselves in the dark. And it doesn't matter how dark the dark is. Jesus comes to the darkest places so you can see his light the brightest. And now Jesus comes to be God with us, God in us, and he makes you be a very real, miraculous candle, a little light of joy and hope and love in the dark wherever you go. Let me show you this picture. There's what I think is Jerusalem or maybe Bethlehem. And then, but there's lights in the dark windows, isn't there? I think that's what they're wanting you to see is all the light. The whole world is exploding in Christmas lights. For unto us a child is born, and all the children around the world light up like the happiest candle of all. That was December 14th. What does it mean to you that Jesus is our light? Who do you think needs his light today, and how can you shine his light for them? I love you all.